Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and there's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description. So if you're able to support the channel that way, it is greatly appreciated. So today we are playing some more Pioneer, and we are playing some Dimir Doomsday. So this is based on a standard deck that floated around for a while. Most of its key pieces have now rotated out of standard, but we do have some. Obviously, we can now play that in Pioneer. So it's kind of built around the Duskmourn card Doomsday Excruciator, which is a 6/6 for 6 black mana, has flying. When it enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. And at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. So under normal circumstances, obviously, if you do this, you're kind of behind on the kind of decking stakes, because you will draw an extra card each turn. So yeah, you kind of can't win that way. But by using cards like Jace the Perfected Mind to mill the opponent for the final 6 cards, even something like Restless Reef to mill 4, there are various combinations in the deck that allow us to basically win once we've landed a Doomsday Excruciator. So this is kind of a 2-card combo deck, kind of. So yeah, it doesn't quite win the game by itself, but kind of sets up the situation where another card can win the game for you. So yeah, it's an interesting build. It has kind of, you know, it's not really a mill deck. That's not really what the rest of the deck's doing. It's kind of Dimir control built into a Doomsday combo deck. So yeah, we've got cards like Consult the Star Charts, which is obviously a great way of assembling our combo pieces. 3 Steps Ahead, Path of Peril, Shieldred, Drown in the Lock, kind of all the cards you'd expect to find in a Dimir control deck. Obviously thought to use in Fatal Pusher down the bottom of our curve. So yeah, it's just about kind of controlling the board until we can close out the game. It does have a few other kind of mill win conditions, so if we do Singularity Rupture and then land a Jace, you know, that's kind of potentially sort of 25 plus another 15, you know, milling 40 cards, so you're kind of getting there. So yeah, it does have other ways of closing out the game, but that's our kind of primary win condition. And Excruciator just being a 6/6 flying is not always kind of totally irrelevant. If the opponent has run out of things to deal with it, then yeah, it can obviously close out the game in just a couple of hits. Yeah, and then the mana base, relatively high number of lands, as you'd expect from a control deck. I believe we are running something like 26, 25. So yes, Restless Reef, obviously a good win condition in the deck. Undercity Sewers, yeah, it's the classic control mana base. We've got a Gyroot Sanitarium, obviously combines very nicely with Narset. We do need to be able to hit 6 black mana, so we are primarily running lands that can produce black. We do have a couple of blue lands, but yeah, it is primarily the black lands that we need. And then the sideboard, so we got Cut Down, we got Duress, Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hates, that can also turn into a bit of a win condition by itself. I'm liking the word win condition today, I keep saying it. It creates other creatures later on in the game. Damping Sphere, we're seeing Lotus Field less on the ladder now, but it's still there for that reason. Negate, Mystical Disputes, and more counterspells. Ashiok shuts down the opponent's ability to search their library, is also some Graveyard Hate and a mill effect by itself. And then Unmoored Ego is a good scalpel if the opponent has a particular combo they're trying to do, or a way of interacting with us. So yeah, that is the deck, as I say, based on a previous standard deck but kind of built out into Pioneer. It gives us access to a wider range of cards. So yeah, that's the deck. Thank you very much for watching. Let's take it on to the ladder. I mean, yes, obviously the first deck we run against would be, I mean, we're not mill in the traditional sense, so it's not as annoying as it would normally be, but, you know, just going to quietly seethe about the fact that my opponent has 80 cards in their library. Yeah, I think I'm going to just Watery Grave, because Yorion probably doesn't have a good 1-drop, I would imagine. Famous last words. And indeed they didn't. Okay. So Narset on turn 3 is potentially quite good, although this does look quite controlly, so buckle in, buckle down. This could be a control mirror. Huh. Or more traditional blink, perhaps. Okay, there's half our combo.
If you wish to surrender now, hone your prowess.
We are a bit heavy on the blue lands at the moment, which make this a little more difficult. Okay, let's fire off Nasa again.
Meditate.
Yeah, take it 3 steps ahead and just do some... yeah, that can go for now. Do some surveilling. Okay. No, I'm in no hurry. Okay, there's Doomsday. So yeah, I'm going to need to get through probably quite a lot of counter spells to make it happen though, so don't think it's happening particularly quickly. Fine. Am I going to 3 steps ahead for some cards? I think I probably am. Fine. Yeah, not a huge problem. Yeah. Let's just try and play Jace here, I think. Oh, okay. I will just start ticking him up.
Become subdued.
Nope, they are off it. Okay, so yeah, I think this is probably Azorius control, but with cryogen for some additional value. So yeah, Mystical Dispute, negate, duress. Less fussed about Path of Peril, Singularity Rupture. Probably trim a couple of pushes as well. I could keep Go for the Throat. Is there anything I want instead? Ooh, I could put in Unmoored Ego, actually. I probably didn't see enough of their deck, actually. Maybe that's a game 3 thing if it gets to that point. I think this is fine. They might have a few creatures we can target. Like, I could speculate and try and take out something like Emperor, but I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure what kind of configuration they've got here. Yuck. Love it. Okay, this is slightly better. And I use the word slightly extremely advisedly. Yeah, the old 3 steps ahead tempts you thinking it's a 1-drop. Okay, cryogen again. Okay, this is good. So, let's see your hand. Okay, so yes, they are a traditional control deck. Don't get too much about the card draw. It is the next spell. I mean, this is a pretty good hand if they can find a way to get the land drops they need, but I'm going to take 3 steps ahead. Yeah, I'll keep Shieldred's Edict. It's a good answer to Planeswalkers. Damn.
practiced against many foes, but thoughtfulness before action.
Okay, well, I think Narset's got to go down now. I see your Narset, and I counter with one of my own.
I have just the trick for this.
Yeah, I'll take Mystical Dispute, even though I am kind of heavily signposting that I've got it. By which I mean they can see it in my hand. Okay, it's not too bad.
I hope you're ready to... Guards, to me!
Mystic Land Drops is
An open mind.
a bit frustrating here. So I'm probably going to lose Narset. So I can't tap out, unfortunately.
I was not prepared for this. Hone your prowess.
Fine.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay. Sack a Planeswalker. No. Okay, let's go to game 3. I will put in Unmoored Ego in place of Go for the Throat. Yeah, so Ego can hit things like Emperor to Fairy, even counter spells. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'll give myself the option to consult the star charts. I'm almost certainly not going to, but... Now, this is interesting. That's fine. That can be Mystical Disputed. And I think we'll take out... Probably... Letter Fairies? Damn. Chose the wrong Planeswalker. I should have looked at their library more, to be honest, but, okay. I can see what they got going on here. What's this to counter target creature or enchantment spell? Fair enough.
Run away. May your blades...
Well, there's both bits of our combo, so... I think we're just looking for lands now, so I'll consult the Star Chart's main phase, grab 2 lands. Okay, Narset, I think, gives my counter spells a bit more power. Not counter spells. What am I talking about? Gives their counter spells less power. I can use words. I know what words mean.
We must protect the people.
Okay, well, Fatal Push this just to protect my life total a little bit. Okay, they've only got 1 unknown card, so I am just going to try and play a Doomsday Excruciator. Don't you dare. Don't you dare have a counter. Their last card.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Ooh, that's so annoying.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay. Well, we need to try and rebuild from here. I think this is going to be quite tough now.
Guards, to me.
Okay. You may omen. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of this one now. I kind of just need to draw another Doomsday. That's not going to do it. Okay. So I can't do that, but what I can do is unmoored ego there. Get out. Okay, so now we've got Hull Breacher. What have they got? So they got Hull Breacher Horror, 2 Emperors. Okay. And it's not looking exceptional, but we do technically have a route to victory here. That won't do it by itself. Okay, that's the start.
88 wings. I am just the trick for this.
Okay, I go to 6 and we're going again. I'm technically dead on board here if they see it, because they can play Emperor, plus it on one of their tokens, and then yeah, I think they probably see the line.
Anyone who harms
I mean,
my
that also
people
works, to be
must-
fair.
must protect
Yeah,
people.
no, couldn't quite get there. Just them having no more lives as
Someone
that last
has
card in their hand was
enemies.
completely brutal. Because, yeah, we'd have got away with it otherwise. How annoying. Yeah, this is decent. Mono red, but no turn 1. Yeah, not fire hero on turn 2 instead is much less threatening. Okay. So yeah, fatal push, take 1. Another fatal push, you say? Oh, please, you are spoiling me. That's 2 in the bin. I'll take 1 from the mouse and just see what they do, because I might want to drown in the locket or something else. Yep, so that can die now too. So yeah, Singularity Rupture plus Jace does set up some... is a kind of way of getting them through their cards, because yeah, I mean, it's not great at this point. So I could just play Jace and uptick it. Just kind of set up for more turns. I think that's fine. We'll do that.
Your hope is wasted. You cannot win. Heal.
Okay, Ember Heart can damage Jace quite considerably here. In fact, he can kill him. That's fine, he soaks up 6 damage, I suppose.
Efficient solution must be found.
So let's play Singularity Rupture. Null half their cards. Why are so many people playing Robber of the Rich all of a sudden? It's very confusing. Okay, let's fire up Restless Reef. Just start milling them this way. Having another fatal push here is kind of essential. Yeah, I don't need to do that right now. Let's see. Yes. I'm waiting. I'll take that out. Goodbye, Mutavault. Don't come back. Endless Land is quite annoying here, to be honest. But yeah, we'll keep doing our thing. Where's, you know, like a Consult the Star Charts or a Jace? I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? Playing a little fast and loose for my life total. Like, for example, that. Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess they had the right combination of cards there. Okay, so I definitely want Cut Down. I think Rupture might be a little too slow. Sub out one Thought Seize for a Duress. And apart from that, I think this is okay. Yep, you'll do. I'm feeling anything that's not a land here. Yep, now I'm going to have to go land hunting. Too big for a go for the throat. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, I think I will hit them with a Thought Seize now. Right. You do you, I suppose. What is it with this Thought Seize bug? Ridiculous. To the point now where it begins to look a little bit sus. Okay, let's have a look at my many star charts. Like, they can't be running 4 copies of Robber of the Rich. What are the chances of them drawing another one? Not be that high. Yeah, Otawara and another Consult. Okay, let's destroy that. Take 2. I'll fire off another Consult, just look at the top 5. Look for another removal spell, really, I think. Or am I just going to try and do the thing? Yeah, let's take Doomsday. Yeah, Restless Reef is good here. Because I can just... If they try and, like, Monstrous Rage something, I can just Otawara it. Yeah. So yeah, let's send that back. Okay, so I can Watery Grave... Yeah, I think I win if I do this. So they've got Nemesis, Watery Grave 3, they play Nemesis. If they Monstrous Rage Nemesis, do I lose? Yes? Yeah, because Monstrous Rage makes it 6, and even if I block with Doomsday, that doesn't work. So I think what I've got to do instead is play Jace. Tick him up.
The weak-minded will be educated in fire. You can be made.
And then even if they... I mean, technically, yes, they could... Okay, that doesn't work. Kind of. Does kind of work. Are they going to go after Jace or me? They're going to go after Jace. Okay, so that does work. Yeah, no, them drawing land was their only out there. So yeah, let's play Doomsday Excruciator. Yeah, this has all been pretty unfortunate, really. Yeah, I'm now just dead. Just, like, can't quite get there. Like, yeah, playing Jace there was fine until they drew the extra land. Yeah. Yeah, two frustrating matches. Just, yeah, very kind of corner cases where we've ended up losing. Yeah, I think this is a keep. Just opponents having, like, the last card being just the perfect thing that they needed in that moment to stop us winning. Okay, the opponent's on a Rakdos deck. Well, FOMO can be pathed at least. Okay, both FOMOs can be pathed. Yeah, they're going big here. Do they have another Thoughtseize? Doesn't look like it. It's fine. Shieldred can die. And push as well. Okay, well, we've got plenty of land and interaction. Now we just need our things. Yep, Harvester is a good fatal push target. Well, we'll both go into top deck mode, I suppose. I, however, will just top deck another Gloomlake Verge. Okay, well, that's pretty good card to top deck. Yeah, that's fine. Let's consult some star charts. Okay, Doomsday and probably Narset, because Narset can potentially go find me. Okay, there's Restless Reef, so actually I might just Doomsday now. That is quite risky, I suppose. Actually, let's play it. Let's play it mildly safe.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than hone your prowess.
Okay, consult some more star charts. So yeah, I think I'll just play Reef because now I've got options basically.
You could use some training.
Okay, the opponent's top decking quite badly here, so I'll look at the top 7 again. Okay. Take another consult the star charts. Am I just... yeah, maybe I am just taking the risk now. Yep, let's Doomsday. Sadly, I can't see any of those cards, so who knows? Cool. Okay. That is something at least. So the opponent's on Rakdos, probably Demons, so Duress is good. Cut down's actually reasonable here. Singularity Rupture maybe a bit too on the slow side. particularly on the draw. Yeah, and I'll change the equation as well. Most of their best cards are black. It's good on the play. Reasonable, but not brilliant, I would say, about this hand. Okay, them not having a Thoughtseize turn 1 is a big deal, so snipe in their hand. Croxer I don't care hugely about, neither do I care much about Go for the Throat. Yeah, I'll take a Fable. Just ditch Sanitarium. Okay, well I got all my bits. I'm not casting them anytime soon. Let's go for the Throat. I think I'm just playing Jace now. And let's just see what we can do. That's annoying. That's also quite annoying. Shame that's not an untapped land. I would have liked to have used Castle Lochthwain. They can now bring back Croxer as well, which is a problem. Yep, okay, this will be probably quite a short one. Not sure I've got many outs here. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. So yeah, we go back on the play. We'll put in our Maud Ego now. And also change the equation. Take out one Duress. Take out Shieldred. Good enough. Okay, I like seeing Doomsday. FOMO's a good fatal push target. Yeah, 3 steps ahead is not bad either. Something like a Annex. Yep. God, I love drawing multiple Doomsdays. This is now a live counter spell at least. So yeah, I'm just going to counter that Annex. I can do this all day. And I may have to, because I'm not drawing anything else. Ah! Okay, that you can have. I going to use 3 steps ahead to do some redrawing? I kind of might have to be honest, because I can't just sit around with 3 land all day. Okay, just lose 1 Doomsday. Somewhat annoying how few of these lands are black lands, but I think I'm going to have to go for the throw of that now. Discarding Gaia Reach. I mean, Watery Grave turns that into a black land, I suppose, but we're still probably on the back foot here. What's that? Annex number 3? Don't know why I bother countering them, to be honest. Okay, I will see if I can tempt them into opening the annex and then hit them with Path of Peril. It's not looking great. To be honest, this whole place isn't looking particularly great. Yeah, it's probably still worth pathing right now. Am I going to draw with Castle Octane? That seems crazy. So I go to 10. Play Path of Peril. So technically I do have some outs now. Not many. Yeah, it's not going to help. Da-da-dum. Still don't think I survive because I've got to draw. Yeah, don't think this is happening because I need to draw an untapped land, play Doomsday, somehow survive another turn cycle. Which, considering I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to 6, and then I'm going to go to 4, and that's a tapped land. So you know. Okay, no, that deck didn't quite work. Unfortunately, I think it's just a bit too cute to try and set up. I don't want to overread into those 3 matches just because there were a couple of scenarios where I think we could have won, but we got very unlucky. So, like like in that first match where No More Lives was their last card, I was basically set up to win. If that wasn't the case, yeah, on the whole, pretty tough going. I think. Yeah, just trying to do a 6 mana thing and a 4 mana thing, 3 or 4 mana thing without kind of being interrupted or without dying beforehand is probably just a bit too slow in this format. And you know, I appreciate trying it from standard and just kind of adding a few of the more powerful Pioneer cards to it, but I just think the fundamental combo is too slow and too cute. But it was fun to try, so you know, and that's what we're all about. So yeah, here's the deck list one more time. It's in the description as usual, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe, contribute to the coffee account if you can, and I'll see you next time.